Welcome, everybody, to another week of NWO action here tonight. We have Danny Snostages and his Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Fantastic Duos Michigan Wolverines. Can be joined in the booth by Revamp TV. Welcome in, Revamp.
How you doing, Vaughn?
Doing great. Should be an outstanding game tonight as we see they're about ready to kick off, and Michigan's going to get the ball. And looks like it's going to be out of the end zone and at the 25. Man, this should be a really good game tonight.
It's going to be a really good game. We've got two really good coaches, got good defenses, good offenses. I'm going to be interested to see who ends up getting the win.
Yeah, I was looking at their records right now. Looks like both teams are 1-0. Both teams put over 40 points on the board in their first game of the season. So both offenses are ready to get this thing going, and we'll see what Fam wants to do on offense here. McCarthy comes out. Play clock's already down to 6. He's going to have to hurry this up. Got trips right, swings it out in the flat to tight end Bredesen, and he's going to get brought down after a 3-yard gain. Almost ran out of time and just had to throw it quick, and still got a positive gain on the play.
Yeah, positive gain on the play, but going to their offense is going to be real interesting to see what McCarthy can do this season without Roman Wilson and Blake Corum, two of the best offensive weapons in the whole nation last year. So we'll have to see.
And he's got Donovan Edwards in the backfield with him, so he's their new starting running back. And he's going to take the ball, huge hole right up the middle, gets into the secondary, gets dropped right around the 42, 43. 13-yard gain on his first carry as a starter. And Michigan's got their first down and moving the ball well early on.
Yeah, that is a very dynamic-looking running back they have. They did redshirt him last year preparing for this season. Told him, hey, kid, next year you're going to have the full reins. You're going to lead the way for our team along with their other man, Stokes. And he looks ready from that carry.
Yeah, I remember their offensive line last year was just moving people off the line like crazy, so that's very helpful too. Here's a fake handoff. Read option, swallowed up in the backfield, 3-yard loss. Oklahoma State was not fooled on the play at all, and they're lucky he didn't fumble that ball.
Yeah, one of the best defenses in the league. Snostages always leads one of the best defenses. He's aware of pretty much everybody's tendencies. He kind of knows what you like to do. He reads in on common plays that you like to run, and that shows right there.
All right, you can bring up a 2nd down and 13 in the pistol here. 2 to each side. McCarthy, quick drop, pressure from his right, swings it in the flat to Edwards, fights through 1 or 2 guys, picks up 2 in the play. Still going to bring up a long 3rd down and 11 here as they were moving the ball well, and now they kind of stalled out these last 2 plays.
Yeah, it kind of stalled out, but I do like the call. I love screens. Can never go wrong. It didn't break out right there, but you got to test the waters. Picked up a couple, but this is a big 3rd down. Let's see what they can do with it.
Yep, our first big 3rd down of the game. See if they can convert, or Oklahoma State get them off the field, get the ball back quick. Quick drop, looks, good protection. Now he scrambles to his right. Pressure, throws down the sideline. Stokes catches it. Got the defender turned around, caught the ball for a 19-yard gain. That's the halfback, C.J. Stokes. And nice little circus catch there and got the 1st down. Turned his man around.
Yeah, there might be only a few quarterbacks in the entire world that can complete that pass, and Stokes made one hell of a catch to make it all happen. Good Lord, had a way to move the chains on the other side of the field, getting in striking range.
All right, so they passed their first big test. Now they're going to come out. Just get tight end in the backfield, 2 running backs, hand off to Edwards, right at the middle, wheels through, picks up 7 on the play, be 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, Edwards looking like a formidable back out there. He's big, he's strong, he's pretty quick.
He's got some lateral movement too. He's got a little wiggle to him, and then that NWO fall forward for an extra 3 or 4 yards. All right, 2nd down 3 from the 34. Oklahoma State looked like they had him on the ropes. Now they let him go. Now we got a tight formation. 4 receivers tight to the line. Handoff Edwards. Cuts back. Saw a hole, but got swallowed up by the defensive end on the block shed there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1. And he saw that hole, and the defender just shut it down quick.
Yeah, good vision there. Had a way to cut back, like you said. Didn't quite get it. Hole closed up pretty quick on him. That was still a nice move. Made it 3rd and short.
All right, now they come back out in this Maryland formation. McCarthy under center. Oklahoma State run up to the line. Edwards tries to go up the middle, and he's going to lose yards on the play. It's going to say 1. Looked like it was more than 1, but it's going to bring up a 4th and 2. So we're going to see if they're going to take their 3 points. They're going to go for it here. Big early decision.
Yeah, one of the hardest things to do in NWO is to get 1 yard up the middle or just anywhere. Just running the ball is just hard.
And they're going to try a field goal. It's going to be a 50-yard attempt straight down the middle of the field. So as long as he doesn't have a problem with the lag, nope, right down the middle and good. So Michigan gets on the board early. The 1-7 settle for 3. Good start here between 2 ranked teams. And we'll see how Oklahoma State responds when they get the ball back.
Yeah, they did get 3 on the board. Maybe not quite the drive they were hoping for, but hey, 3 points is better than no points. Defense got to step it up here. If you're Oklahoma State, you got to get the crowd quieted.
Oklahoma State brings it out, and they don't get even to the 20-yard line. Drop down to the 17-yard line, and that's where they're going to start their first drive. It's actually at the 16.
Yeah, and from what I was hearing before the game, I do believe they have a different starting quarterback, a new kid out there, Rice. He did show himself a little bit last season, but he was not the starter. They do have Shetron helping them out there, who was just the returner. And, of course, their dynamic running back, Nixon.
All right, bringing out trips to the left, tight end on the right end of the line in the pistol. Rice, handoff, sweep, cuts it back into the middle, and drop for a 3-yard gain is Jaden Nixon. Looked like he could have got more there, and when he cut it back, then the pursuit on the backside kind of caught up to him.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good cut. He did make the right move, but like you said, he definitely could have got a little bit more. But hey, no, thumbs are a little cold early in the game. Once you get warmed up, that might be able to turn into a 10 to 15-yard scamper.
All right, 2nd down and 7. Right at their own 20-yard line. In the pistol this time. Now they shift it, spread it out. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Here's a handoff up the middle. Tries to wiggle through. Linebacker drags him down, picks up 3 on the play. He's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, staying true to the run. 2 runs to start off the drive. Let's see if they go with another one right here. This is a big 3rd down already.
Yeah, he tried to wiggle around that guy, and he just grabbed him and threw him down. Nice open field tackle. Solo tackle at that. So just like their offensive line is pretty strong, these linebackers and D-line from Michigan are pretty ferocious as well. All right, 3rd and 3. Coming out too far to the left, to the right tight. Receiver goes in motion. Rice swings it out. Screen pass to the 30 and out of bounds at the 32-33. Shetron, mentioned him earlier. Guy was a stud freshman last year. Back as one of their top receivers as a sophomore. Gets the 1st down on the play. He loves those little swing bubble screens to the wide receivers.
He sure does. That's one of his staples right there. He's the only coach I've been able to see that can just pull those off. I do it their pick sixes every time. But he can pull them off.
Either that or they shed the blocks and they're right there and you get tackled as soon as you caught the ball, right? That's
true.
What happens when I try those.
Yeah, I can never get those.
It's kind of like how I used to not be able to get counters until I watched you guys. All right, they're spreading them out with 5 receivers now. That's the halfback Nixon in the slot over there on the right. Comes in motion. Hand fake. Oh, and the end comes in, drops him in the backfield for a 4-yard loss and was not fooled by the read option. 2nd down and 14.
Yeah, it wasn't fooled at all. Stayed home. These Michigan Wolverine defensive players might not be as athletic as some of the other players on other teams, but they are smart. They're very aware, and, most of them are upperclassmen.
All right, both defenses not been fooled by the read option, so staying home, doing their assignments, and spread them out again with 5 receivers. 2nd down, 14s. We're under 2 minutes left in the quarter. Right, drop, drove, out route, caught at the 40, and blasted down.
And he's taken down the 39-yard line.
Really loud.
Yeah, the game just turned up all of a sudden.
But he gets 8 yards in the play, so that's going to be 3rd down and 3. Manageable 3rd down. Yeah, that was
They
a
got
little alarming.
intense down there for a while.
They'll line it up again on 3rd down.
It's still coming through loud.
Yeah, homie coming in.
They come out in an empty backfield.
All right, Brad, we're calling this game. You can be quiet. There's another flip out to the wide receiver, and he gets up the edge, but he's going to be short. It's going to be 4th and
Right
inches.
around the 42-yard line.
Great tackle. You have to mute that sound.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where that feedback's coming from, but
All right, again, 5 wide receiver tight set. Shifting it up. Receiver comes back in motion across the formation. Fake handoff, straight up the middle. Rice gets a block. He's got a lane down the middle. Got somebody coming up behind him, and he gets his block. Yes, and he is going to go the distance.
10.
What a touchdown run. 58 yards by Stephen Rice.
and that is what Stephen Rice can do for you, ladies and gentlemen. Last year, Rangel was the starting quarterback. This year, they made the decision to go at Rice, and he showed you why right there. His legs are dynamic. He can still throw, and good God, that was gross.
It was a nice fake, and then he had a convoy right up the middle. I had to mute Fam's feed there so I can hear what's going on. All right, extra point's going to make this a 7-3 game, and just like that, Oklahoma State responds. Big play by their new quarterback, and Michigan's going to have their hands full on defense, so they got to kind of control this game on offense from here on out.
Oh, okay.
All right, here's the kickoff. Deep and through the end zone, and it's going to be another touchback. And they'll take it at the 25, and we'll see how Michigan responds on their second drive of the game.
Yeah, first drive had a little bit of ups, had a little bit of downs. You know, they had a couple good plays. They had to make a big play on 3rd and long, made it happen. We're able to get to 3rd and short, stopped. See if they can get 7 this time around.
All right, 3 receivers, tight end in the backfield. Edwards and McCarthy back there, fake handoff. Rolling right, looking, got a man in the flat, throws, caught. Bredesen comes back for the ball. Lost yards, but somehow managed to get +1 on the play. I hate that animation. And that's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. I mean, the dude was 4 yards up the field, and he runs back 3 yards.
Exactly. I hate that animation, too. You know, you want your wide receivers to attack the ball or whatever, but at some point in this game, it's a little excessive. It's like, come on, man.
All right, 2nd down and 9. Should be able to get this play off before the end of the quarter, down to 5 seconds. Tight formation, trips right. Down to 1. Here's a snap.
Oh.
Counter, Edwards up the middle, trying to juke through, bounces off 2 other guys, stays in his feet, picks up 7 on the play, says 8, so it's probably 7.5. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 2, and that's the end of the first quarter. Very entertaining, back and forth already. And this is like a heavyweight fight, man, just slugging it out and see who's going to take it on the chin and stand up or wobble and hit the ground.
Yeah. I will say, though, what Edwards lacks in speed that Corum had, he definitely has in just overall strength and just pack a punch.
Yep. Doesn't go down right away. Bounce off 2 or 3 guys. Keeps going forward. And here we are, 3rd down and 2. Got the play clock down to 5. Broke the huddle kind of late. McCarthy drops, looks. Got a man over the middle if he can hit him. And he overthrew it behind him. Had him open and tried to fit that in there so the linebacker couldn't jump up and knock it down, and he actually threw it behind the guy. So going to bring up 4th down and 2, and I'm sure they're going to have to punt the ball here on their own 33.
Yeah, on your own side of the field this deep, you kind of have to. That was McCarthy's first incompletion of the day, and, man, that one hurts if you're Michigan right there.
I saw him breaking open as soon as he was going down the right hashes, and I saw him break across the middle, did that deep in route. Here's a nice little punt that's going to go out of bounds inside the 10-yard line, I believe. Let's see where they mark this. Any day now. There we go, 9-yard line. Great punt. I could see him coming open, but he had to let him clear those 2 linebackers, and when he threw it, it was just not anywhere near where he was intended, I assume. He was very off on that throw.
Yeah, we do have to credit the defense, though. That was great. Just overall defense and good coverage by the user.
All right, spreading it out again. Rice in the shotgun. Quick throw. Again, screen. Out to the 20, down the sideline. Pushes
Good
by one
God.
guy to the 40, to the 50, dragged down on the other side of the 50. Shetron 42 yards on a simple little bubble screen to the wide receiver. He got great blocking on the outside, and his speed took it down even further.
And that's the thing right there is speed. Before, Snossages was throwing it to a guy that had, 87, 88 speed. Now he's throwing it to a guy named Shetron who's, 94, 5, 6 speed. I don't know what he is, but he's fast.
All right, see how Michigan responds to that. That's a couple of bubble screens to wide receivers. Gotten a pretty decent yardage. Not going to come out. They got a tight end there, so it's 4 receivers, 1 tight end, no halfback. A little out route. And he missed his guy wide open at the first down marker. Threw it way to the right, kind of behind him. He was cutting in. And bring up second down and 10.
Yeah, I don't know if you would agree if that was more of a miscommunication between the quarterback or wide receiver, or if that was just an errant pass. It looked more miscommunication to me.
Yeah, it was like the quarterback thought he was going to go out and he went in.
Yeah,
one of those option routes where they decide the CPU receiver decides what he's going to do, and the quarterback threw it where he thought he was going to be.
True.
All right, second down and 10. We got trips left. We'll single one over here on the right on the short side. Nixon in the backfield. Fake handoff. Rice looking to get another run up the middle. Bounces off a couple of guys, and he's going to pick up 9. He's going to bring up third down and 1. He's got 63 yards on 3 carries already.
Yeah, this kid Rice is looking like an absolute weapon out here. He's looking like a problem. That could bring a whole different dynamic to this offense that we saw in season 1 with Oklahoma State.
And here they come out again, spread again, 5 receiver set. Third and 1. Drop, throws, picked off. Gets it at the 4 to the 50. Down the sidelines. Can anybody catch this guy? Trying to take it back to the middle, avoid it, and he's going to go all the way. Pick 6, Pimps. Just like that, Michigan takes the lead. They went to that well one too many times, didn't they?
Yeah, that's one thing. Fam is one of the coaches that adjusts on the fly. You can hit him with a move once or twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But, hey, you got him that time.
All right, extra point, make this 10-7. And Oklahoma State get the ball right back and see how they adjust to that on offense. They were moving pretty well. I mean, the quarterbacks kill him with his legs, and they were getting big chunk plays on the little quarterback or wide receiver bubble screens. See if that makes them change their offense a little or not. And they're going to bring that out. Nope. Takes a knee in the middle, so they're going to bring it out to the 25. And that's where Oklahoma State's going to start all over again.
Yeah, that's one of those things. You did just throw a pick. It is one of the plays that's one of your most effective plays, but you just got to come out here, shake it off. Snossages is a very dynamic player. He can score many different ways. He can score very quickly also. So
and I saw that play, I saw that throw, and I'm like, it's like watching a car crash in slow motion. It's like, is he going to catch that or is he going to knock it down? Fake handoff. He's got a lot of blocking to the outside. Gets a block by his running back, and he's going to go to the distance again. Watch out, boys. This guy is unbelievable on the read option. He's got 100 yards rushing in the quarter at quarterback. Wow.
Yeah, somebody got to piss test that motherfucker.
He's probably close to 140 yards rushing in the quarter. That's
probably on 2 runs.
Yeah, 2 read options, and he got a great block on the safety by his running back.
Yeah, you did.
Wow. JT said he ran left. Clip it. All right, extra point's going to give Oklahoma State the lead back, so now it's 14-10 as we ran off about 10 seconds on that play. 11 seconds maybe, and we'll see how Michigan responds on their next drive. If we're going to have a track meet here, if we're going to slow this down and do some time of possession. This one's going to go through the uprights and good, and they'll get it at their own 25.
I will say getting into a track meet against Oklahoma State and Snossages is never a good option. I'd rather it be a sloppy slobber knocker than a straight shootout.
All right, Michigan comes out. You got two backs in the backfield. You got Stokes and Edwards back there. Fake. Nope. Hangs on to it and falls forward and picks up one on the play. Could have been a negative play. He almost took it away from him on the handoff, but somehow held on and spun forward enough to pick up one. So it'll be 2nd down and 9.
One thing I will say about Stokes, he didn't get very many carries last season, but when he did get carries, he made the most of them. He looked very dynamic, and I mean, he can make moves.
All right, 4 receiver set here. McCarthy making a change. Quick drop. Pressure up the middle. Throws over the middle. Oh, Clemens didn't even try to get the ball in a DB on Oklahoma State. Couldn't come up with it, so lost interception chance there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, 3rd and 9. You just got to keep your composure here. McCarthy, you know, he doesn't have his man out there roaming, his main go-to. They got to find their identity out there in the passing game. One of the wide receivers has got to step it up and show that they want to be that guy.
All right. Another big 3rd down in the first half for these two teams. McCarthy, plenty of time, slings it out. Stokes catches it. He's covered tightly by 2 guys. Somehow no defender made a play on the ball. He caught it, got the 1st down, moves the chains, and Michigan keeps their drive alive.
Yeah, that's just one of those plays where, you know, kind of like the play before that, the wide receiver didn't put his hands up, the defensive back didn't put his hands up there, and, you know, Michigan moving the ball 5 for 7.
All right, now they come out 2 tight end set. Edwards in the Wildcat. Stokes goes in motion. Fake. Tries to get outside. Pushes down 1 defender. Falls forward. Picks up 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, didn't quite get a big chunk right there, but mixing it up, you know, gotta mix it up. Don't want to stay too, you know, basic with the offense. I've seen that play bust for some big ones.
All right, you got 2nd down and 8 on the 41. Closing in on 4:20 left in the quarter.
Hey.
And right, as soon as he gets to the line, there we go, 4:20 now, guys. So big set here. 2 receivers to the left, tight end to the right. Guess that's another fullback, halfback. Edwards straight up the middle, tries to break 1 tackle, gets dragged down as there he is, finally down at the 45. Picks up 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 4.
One thing I will say about Edwards is when this kid is getting the ball and he's not having to run east and west, he's running just straight north. He's getting chunks and he's making dudes feel it. He's punishing these linebackers. I mean, he's putting in work.
All right, here we go. Another 3rd down. Seems like we've had a lot of those lately. He's in the pistol. Got 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. That slot guy is the running back. McCarthy drops. Good pocket. Drifts back. Rolls out. Looking downfield. Throws it. Clemens. 50-50 ball, and it's picked off at the 20. Hey, he threw it up, and he waited for his receiver to make a play, and the defender got to it instead. So that stops that drive, and Oklahoma State gets the ball back with 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
What a play by the defensive back there to just get in front of the receiver. I point the ball, come down with it, but I don't know. It looks like McCarthy underthrew that severely.
Yeah. Well, he was about 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, so that kind of took away. Because he was drifting back to avoid the pressure, rolled out to the side, gave himself plenty of time, but just missed him. Here is the oh, and what a hit! He got nailed. Shetron checked him for a concussion. My Lord, -1 on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
Yeah, somebody might have to notify that kid's family after that one because I saw his chin strap fly off.
Wow, what a hit!
And straight decleated. Decleated.
It's like watching a book fall off the shelf. It's just a slam, and he's on the ground, bounced his head. All right. Swing pass to the outside again. Tries to get to the outside and gets tripped down right at the 30. Shetron had a lot of room to run down that sideline. Great defensive play to stop it. Going to bring up 3rd down and 2.
Hey, that's one of those things, you know. Fam got him that last time he did it, but it is one of the staples out here. They are going to stick to it. It worked for him right there.
All right, now 3rd and 2. Got to watch Rice, man. They haven't been running the ball with Nixon a whole lot because they haven't had to because Rice has taken it to the house twice already. So
Yeah.
got to protect the swing pass and the QB read option. They bring 5 receivers. Running back in the slot, comes back in the backfield. Here's the fake. Tries to get back inside. And gets tripped, and it's going to be a loss of 1. They played the outside, kept him inside, and hit him, and he luckily held on to the ball. It's going to be 4th down and 3 from their own 29, and Oklahoma State's going to punt the ball for their first time.
I will say Michigan, their defense, they must have been fired up after that interception by their offense because they came out trying to pulverize. They had 2 big hits this last drive.
So we've had 2 interceptions and 2 punts in the first half. So very
Slobber.
good. Just missed going out to 1. Just missed. So they're going to get that ball at the 20. Thought that was going to kick sideways.
If that would have went out on the 1 or 2, good lord.
That'd have been shot time. Everybody take a shot. All right.
JT would have busted.
2:07 left here in the first half. Both teams with 3 timeouts. 14-10. Difference is Michigan had to settle for a field goal on their first drive. Here's McCarthy. Hands off to Stokes, trying to get to the outside. Defender stayed in his lane, took him down. No gain on the play.
Yeah, they're having trouble getting to the outsides against this defense. They've been having trouble all day.
All right, 2nd and 10 from the 20. Game clock down to 1:48 and ticking. Going to come out tight, trips to the right, single one to the left on the short side. Counter, Edwards cuts it back up the middle. Got plenty of room, and he runs into his wide receiver.
Damn.
He had a lane, but he tried to get to the outside because he wanted to go all the way, and ended up running into his receiver, who tackled him for a big first down run, though. Man,
Yeah. Great run and great vision, but yeah, his wide receiver definitely tripped him up.
he had a lane up the middle, but it wasn't going to be for like maybe 10 or 15 more yards. So he's trying to get around that receiver and use that block.
Hit
And
the home run.
he tripped him. Yeah. All right. Got this tight 4 receiver formation. McCarthy drops, looks, throws the out and picked up at the 46-yard line. Second turnover of the half. Tried to throw it to the outside and kind of threw it back. Defender stepped in and got that. Huge turnover. 1:20 left in the half. Oklahoma State looking to go up 2 scores, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's one of those routes that Roman Wilson was usually getting last season, that little extra burst of speed coming off of that break. But I think that might have been Jaden Daniels out there with the big play. Might have finally got some hands over the offseason.
Here we go. Trips to the short side. 1 receiver way to the right at the numbers. And he throws nice out route, and he's going to get the first down and knocked out of bounds right around the 31-yard line. 16-yard gain for Jaden Bray, number 1 receiver for the Cowboys. And that'll stop the clock at 1:15. Like I said, both teams have 3 timeouts, so plenty of time for Oklahoma State to score and possibly for Michigan to respond. We'll see.
Yeah, quite possibly.
He's loving these 5 receiver sets here. Everybody's dropping back, takes a shot down the left side in the end zone, and he overthrows him. Wow, he had at least a step and a half on the DB, and he threw it a step and a half beyond the receiver. Wow. Shetron was open for the easy score, and Rice was just a little too strong.
All I got to say is if Rice would have made that throw right there, I'd have just said, piss test this motherfucker now. This man can do everything.
All right, 2nd and 10. The 4 receiver split. Here's the handoff. Nope, fake. Rice looking up the middle. Big hole, tries to get back outside, runs into his receiver, picks up 12 on the play and gets a first down, stops the clock temporarily. Shetron took him down on that one. It's like, God damn it, you're going to throw the ball over my head on an easy touchdown. I'm going to knock you down. You're not getting another touchdown.
You're not getting this touchdown. Yeah, but Rice just showing how dynamic he is with his legs. It seems like every time he gets a read option and keeps it, he's getting 10, 15, 50.
He's getting great blocking, too. He just has to pick his hole and wiggle through and go. And then once he gets to the open field, he's got runaway speed. All right, here's the handoff. Cutting to the outside.
Good Lord.
And knocked out of bounds just shy of the first down. It's going to be second down and inches. Nixon pushed out right around the 8.5-yard line. Showed a lot of speed on that one getting to the edge.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they had one of those speed trackers on this game like Madden, I think that man would have hit like 22, 23 right there. He bursted around and just straight took it.
All right, second and inches from the 9, 47 seconds left. Michigan was able to push him out of bounds at least to save a timeout. Again, 5 receiver set. Slot guy goes in motion. Here's a handoff straight up the middle, trying to get inside the 5. He does, down to around the 3-yard line. Jaden Nixon, 6-yard gain, first and goal. Again, stops the clock temporarily.
Yeah, the way that Oklahoma State's running this offense, man, they're spreading everybody out, spreading you thin, using the quarterback's athleticism, just using everybody's athleticism.
All right, here we go. We got 3 to the short side over here on the left. Slot guy goes in motion. Handoff, looking to get up the middle, falls forward, and gets a touchdown. Jaden Nixon, 3-yard run. Extra point away from this being an 11-point game with 29 seconds left in the half. So we'll see how Michigan wants to play these last 29 seconds, if they want to try to get down there and at least get a field goal, or they're just going to be conservative and not try and turn the ball over again.
Yeah, I think best bet is at least try to get in the field goal range, but don't force it too much. Don't want to give up a pick 6 or make it any worse on yourself.
And we saw earlier on the field goal, he kicked it 50 yards and he had plenty of legs. So you got to figure he can make it from about 53, 55 maybe, depends on the week.
Probably more. Moody, I think, has one of the better legs.
So all right, here's the kickoff, and it's going to be out of the end zone again. So they're going to go from the 25-yard line. All 3 timeouts. They can use the entire field. They don't have to live on the sidelines. But Danny's like you, Revamp. You guys are just little ball hawks back there. You got to be careful. You think you got a man open, and then safety comes flying across and says, I don't think so. Sticky hands.
Yeah, I mean, the way Sanasa just plays, he's definitely is a playmaker, especially that Jaden Daniels dude.
All right, tight 4 receiver set. Swings it out to in the flat for Edwards. He gets knocked down after a 7-yard gain. It's going to make Michigan call their first timeout. It's going to be second down and 3.
Yeah, not a bad play. You picked up yards. It's unfortunate you had to smoke a timeout already. But really, it's just great defense by Oklahoma State. That a way to make that open field tackle.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the outside and either get the first down or get out of bounds, and he took him down. 5 receiver set, 4 of them to the left. Little drag play to Edwards, cuts it back, got the first down out to the 40-yard line. 8-yard gain is going to bring up first down with 19 seconds left as a play clock. So the game clock stops temporarily.
They're going to have to hurry it up.
Yep.
Got to really be going right here because the clock is going to start ticking any second.
And then McCarthy does the animation that makes the clock run instead of just snap it. Quick throw, screen pass to Edwards, tries to get the outside and gets his legs taken out. He's going to lose 4 on the play. Michigan's going to have to burn their second timeout with 11 seconds left.
Yeah.
37. That's 13. 23. You got to figure it's got to be about 25 to 28 yards they're going to need on this play to get in field goal range.
Yeah, you're going to need a big chunk. I don't know if that was necessarily the right call right there with this amount of time, this situation. But I feel him, we've seen those break for big ones.
All right. 5 receiver set, 4 of them to the right. Dane's got 15 DBs out there. McCarthy throws and
good God.
And dropped down at the 46-yard line. Ball just kind of floated out there, didn't get there with any zip on it, and the DB stepped in front of it. And 6 seconds left here. See how aggressive he wants to be. He gets the ball to start the second half, so might just take a knee and take it into halftime. Or you can do a read option with Rice and go to the house.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think they run at least one play. I know Danny is not going to force anything, but I could see either a bubble screen right here or a read option. Probably go with one of his bread and butters.
All right. Play clock down to 7, 6, 5, down to 2. Handoff. Looking for a hold, tries to juke outside, should have stayed in. He had a bigger hole. Nixon picks up 9. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 1. They call timeout with 1 second left in the half. Be a 62-yard field goal from there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got the leg for that one, but they're probably going to come out with the 5 streaks, see what they got. Oh, good Lord, 5 field goal formation, boys. That boy got that leg.
Don't leave it short. Here we go. 62-yard attempt, and they call timeout.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of head games right there, but like you said, don't kick it short. He did kick a field goal, didn't quite make it against you. You did take it back, and that changed the dynamic of that whole game.
Yeah, at this point, you just got to take your shot and see what happens. Worst case, you throw a deep pick towards the end zone or something, and
or just throw it out of bounds. And
yeah,
don't get anything. You got a lead and you get ball.
They only have 3 guys rushing, dropping. Looks like now they're dropping 9 guys back. Rice rolling, looking, pressure on the backside. Now in his face, throws over the middle and missed this guy wide open. And that's going to bring the end of the first half. Oklahoma State 21-10 lead. Like I said, both teams with traded interceptions earlier, and Danny got 2 here late in the second quarter, and kind of changed the balance of this game.
Yeah, that's one thing about, like you said, he's a ball hawk, man. There was a lot of opportunities last season for him to make a lot of big plays. They just weren't coming down with the picks. Like I said, Jaden Daniels, and he's made some plays here tonight.
You cannot float balls in this league. They will get picked for sure. All right, straight up Shetron trying to get to the outside. Gets dropped right around the 15, and now we're going to get a penalty. It's going to be a face mask or a clip. It's going to be a clip. So take that all the way back to the 8-yard line, and that's where they're going to start the second half.
A little bit of home cooking right there for the boys, but hey.
It's those referees from Texas, right?
Goddamn. Friendly fire pin.
All right, we got a tight 5-receiver set here. Rice swings it out into the flat, cuts it back, gets a block, gets to the outside, gets it all the way across the 20, 14 yards to Braylon Presley. Quick first down, gets them away from their own goal line.
And that's the guy that used to get all the swing passes. You got Shetron out there. You got this new Ferrari out on the lot. You're going to give him the ball as much as you can, but don't forget about old Presley and his blue suede shoes.
All right, here we go. 2 over here on the short side. Fake handoff, up the middle, a lot of room again. Gets a block, trying to get to the outside. Tries to squeeze between 2 defenders, but taken down. 25-yard gain. That's going to get him over 150 yards rushing, probably closer to 160. And we're just 23 seconds into the second half.
Yeah, at this point, this is where you have a scholarship set aside for a player that's willing to just stab a player on the field.
When's the last time we had a quarterback with 200 yards rushing in a game in this league? It's been a while, I'm sure.
It's been a long time.
Caleb Williams, maybe? I don't know. Here's the fake. Rice up the middle. Oh, and he gets hammered and dropped right at midfield. Bounces right back up. What a tough guy. There you go. 178 yards on 8 carries. Man.
The fact that he bounced right back up with no problem makes you feel really good if you're Oklahoma State, but good Lord, that man got absolutely clotheslined.
All right, bring up 2nd down and 6. He just crossed over the midfield to the 49. It's like 48 and a half in Michigan. 4-receiver set here. Outside guy goes in motion. Handoff. Got a hole. Tries to bust through 2 guys, and it's going to be just short. Nixon tried to power through 2 of them and ended up inches short, so I'm bringing up 3rd down.
Yeah, 3rd and inches. Great tackle right there by Michigan. Keeps it 3rd, to where they get a little bit of a chance to fight. But this is where Oklahoma State's going to be really dynamic. Like I said, you're going to have to always continuously keep your eye open for that read option and that bubble screen, because those are 2 of the biggest weapons that this team has.
And Nixon's good enough runner that he can hand it off and don't run with the QB if the Play's not there. And he does a fake up the middle.
God.
Gets hit. Nixon lost a yard on there. It's going to be 4th down and 1. Going with the caught me off guard with the Wildcat there.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of.
Go ahead.
Nah, my bad. We're seeing a lot more Wildcat, though, this season. I've seen it from a few different coaches. Didn't quite work right there. It is 4th and 1. Let's see if Oklahoma State goes with it.
Yeah, they got 2-score lead, so they don't have to play too conservative. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. Still got to watch that read option and wide receiver screen. They're set up for either one. Quick throw. Got it.
There it is.
Down inside the 40. Jumps, hurdles, gets taken off his feet. Down around the 34s. Dustin Harris. Another bubble screen to move the chains, and they go no huddle.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm Michigan, I'm literally just focusing on those 2 plays, and you're beating me with everything else you got in your playbook.
Here's the fake. Tries to get up the middle, and guard got rid of his man too early, and he gets taken down for loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, way to step up.
That wasn't a block shot. That was the guard just let him go.
The guard, I didn't even see it. The guard just kind of sold.
Yeah, he just let him go, and he ran right into the tackle.
It happens all the damn time on this game. You know how.
Yeah. All right, spread him out again. 5 receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Pressure from his left. He gets dragged down and tossed down to 45. Didn't see the guy coming off the edge. Rayshon Berry just throws him to the ground like a sack of potatoes, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 19.
That man came around that edge untouched, had that VIP valet service straight to the back with the bottle service and the bitches to go with it. Good Lord.
I could see him coming off the edge, and I'm like, is he going to see it? Is he going to run? Is he going to throw? And nope, he didn't see him at all. He was looking too far downfield. Sometimes you get that tunnel vision. You're looking to see which receiver is going to get open and take your shot, and you never see that guy on the backside. All right, 3rd and 19. Throws out route at the 30 and drop right there. John Paul Richardson, 13 yards, but it's going to bring up a 4th down and 6. And see if they're going to take their points and make it a 14-point game, or they're going to go for it. See what Danny decides.
Another familiar face right there. John Paul the Pope Richardson out there making his presence known. But like you said, let's see what Danny does. I know it says field goal, but we have seen this man do a couple fakes.
Right, about a 47-yard attempt. Kick is up and right down the middle and good. So Oklahoma State comes back out after halftime, gets their field goal to give them a 2-touchdown lead. Chewed off 3.5 minutes off the clock, right? So
yeah, great opening drive.
they need to score in this drive, get it back to a 1-score game, and make it a battle of the 4th quarter.
I mean, they've been doing good so far. It's just those interceptions was really kicking their ass right now. If they could just not turn over the ball, they've been moving it.
Yeah, McCarthy's been a little bit off in his throws. He hasn't had a lot of zip on some of those, and hasn't put it in a place where his guy can get it. So he's been a little off tonight. Not like we remember last year when he was just throwing dots all over.
Yeah.
All right, from the 25, got tight trips to the right. Anthony way off to the left by himself. Here's the handoff to Edwards. Got a lane. Moves around the one guy. Dropped 6-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
There's Edwards, you know. Whenever he gets to get the ball and run north and south, he picks up yards.
You gotta love 6 yards on 1st down. So now you got the entire playbook. You can take a shot, still have a short 3rd down. You can just keep grinding if you want. Here's the handoff, and the fullback Shea is going to get dropped right at the 30. He's going to lose a yard on the play. Very slow developing play. Didn't have any burst off there, and the guy got through and took him down.
Yeah. Once again, 3rd down. You got to convert right here. You got to move the chains. You got to keep inching towards that end zone.
Yeah, he definitely does not want to punt. He's got to move down this field and get points on this drive.
Yeah, at this point, you're in 4-down territory, probably.
McCarthy, quick drop, throws over the middle, picked off. And he's trying to bust through. Gets down right around the 23, 24-yard line. I'm not sure if that was a bad throw or a great play on defense, but that was very tight coverage. He tried to force it in there, and Oklahoma State gets another turnover.
Yeah, just one of those days, man. Sausages, all his coverages have been on point. He's been playing really good user coverage as well, and these boys are making their plays tonight.
And he throws down the middle, caught, and a touchdown. I was looking to see if he was going to take off and run, but he did the fake step back, had pressure in his face. Rice found the guy right down the middle. And one play later, we're into a 3-touchdown lead.
Yeah, and he's been setting that play up all night, and he's been doing a lot of read options, a lot of short dump offs, and finally sets him up for a deep post up the middle. Nobody's home and strikes.
All right, now Michigan's got a lot of ground to make up in only 9.5 minutes, basically. So they need some quick scores, and they stop on defense themselves. And they're going to start this next drive on the 25-yard line.
Well, I will say, this is the NWO. We have seen some pretty crazy things. Fam is probably one of the nastiest players you'll find on here. So you can't count the boy out. They just, like I said earlier, one of these wide receivers got to step up.
All right, McCarthy drops, looks, throws the out route. Walker gets the first down. Lamorian Walker's first catch of the game. Going to move the chains and give him a first down. And he got the ball where he needed to that time.
Yeah, we know McCarthy is one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He proved it last season. He proved it the season before. You know, he's got some fresh faces with him. He's just got to start clicking. Good thing this is non-conference games. These do count, but they aren't like the super detrimental games. Thank God.
Nice run by Edwards there on the counter. Wiggle in and out, got around 3 defenders on that play, and moves the chains, gets it all the way out to midfield, stops the clock again temporarily, and Michigan's moving the ball now. See if they can do it without taking too much time off the clock.
Yeah, they've been able to move the ball pretty good. That's one thing, you know, their running back, Edwards, when he gets to run the ball up the middle, he's been doing good.
And there he goes again. Bouncing, rolling, spinning, drops, gains 5 yards on the play. He's 2nd down and 5. That's that NWO fall forward again.
Yeah, definitely one of the online user staples, NWO staples. Your running back's good to fall forward another 2 to 3 yards, especially if you got a guy like Edwards.
All right, 2nd down and 5 from the 44. Minute and a half left here in the third quarter. Clock running. Coming out, spread 4 receiver set again. Here's the fake. McCarthy looks, throws, got the out again. Walker dropped right at the first down, picks up 6, moves the chains again, stops the clock. That's what they got to do. Keep moving chains, keep stopping clock.
Definitely. Walker's made 2 big plays so far this drive, and, you know, that's what they need. I've been saying one of these wide receivers got to step up. They got to prove, you know, I'm here to play.
There we go, McCarthy. Only 64 yards passing. Shocking that it's a pretty low total for him. Quick drop, looks, got a man down the middle. Again, Walker caught and inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line, 21-yard gain. Another first down, another stopped clock. It's at 37 yards receiving on the drive.
He's stepping it up. He's trying to say, Coach, put me in more. I can make these plays.
McCarthy looking over the middle. Little Texas route to Edwards. He's got it. Picks up 7 on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 3 as we hit the 1-minute mark left in the third quarter.
Yeah, this has been a great drive so far by Michigan.
No huddle. Get back to the line quick. McCarthy drops, looks, throws, and it's picked off right at the 5-yard line, all the way out to the 9. Tried to force that over the middle. And that's his 5th interception. Man, it's so hard to pass in this league against
Tisk that motherfucker.
Some of you users, I'm not going to say names, Danny and Revamp, are just damn near impossible to throw against. So,
and I'm not talking about piss test and Jaden Daniels. I'm talking about Snoss. Just piss test that motherfucker.
Probably come back 100% Whataburger, wouldn't it?
100% pimp juice.
All right, comes out again in the 5 receiver set. Play clock down to 5. And they call timeout. Wasn't going to get the playoff. Up 3 touchdowns. He can afford to burn a timeout here just to not get a 5-yard penalty when they're on your own 8-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, last thing you want to do is, like you said, get a penalty right here when you're on your 8, or fumble the ball, give up 7 points, or throw a pick real quick.
Yeah, I know about that. Let's get inside the 10, run no huddle, and then throw a pick. That's always a good recipe. All right. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the handoff straight up the middle, looking for a hole, gets to the left, drag down, falls forward, picks up 8 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 2. It's that man, Jaden Nixon again.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of Nixon for the rest of the game.
Got to save Rice. You got to save Rice. You don't want to get him hurt, right?
Yeah. Defensive coordinator stepped in. You see him on cam right now. He said, "Damn it, run the ball with Nixon. I need to see that man get at least 80 on the ground."
All right, 2nd down and 2. Getting down around the 20 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Fake handoff, tries to get outside, gets dragged down again, lost 2 on the play. You only get burned so many times on the read option and you bring him down. So the thing is with that read option, he's burning him up the middle. It's not when he hits the outside, it's when he hits him up the middle.
So and those are honestly some of the harder ones to pull off. I feel like those middle read options.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. All right, get your 4s up in the chat, boys. 3 touchdown game with 7 minutes left. We've seen weird shit happen in this league before, so there's nothing guaranteed. He could fumble the ball. He could throw a pick here, take it to the house, and all of a sudden it's a two-score game.
Good God.
Real quick. Slot guy goes in motion, back into the backfield. That's Shetron. Quick drop, swing pass, caught, gets a block, gets to the outside. Nice hold on the outside. Tries to juke one guy, gets taken out at the 29-yard line. 14 yards for Shetron's going to move the chains again.
165 yards to the air, and Shetron probably has at least half of those.
If not more.
If not more. Definitely probably more.
All right, 1st and 10 out to the 29-yard line. Looks like he brought in a tight end here. Going to run this up the middle, looks for a hole, cuts back to the middle, gets taken down. 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. And the clock keeps ticking. He's just going to grind it out and try and get 3 here, 4 here, move the clock. He's probably wanting to chew about 4 minutes off this clock.
Yeah, I was about to say, you could probably make this whole drive about 4 minutes.
And here's the fake. Gets to the outside. Got good blocking on the outside. To the edge. Down the sideline. And Moton knocks him out at the 43. 26 more yards for Rice. It's going to put him right at the edge of 200 yards rushing on the game.
And that man has what? Is he over 200?
He's
I think
close.
Just about.
He's right at it. He was at 170 something, and he ran 26 there. So I'm going to guess and say he's like at 199, 198.
Yeah, so he's right there, and then he has 180 something pass.
Yep. Big I formation, handoff up the middle, pushes through, and it's going to be 4-yard gain for Jaden Nixon. He's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 as we move under 6 minutes left in this game.
Yeah, that's what I expect from the rest of these offensive possessions from Oklahoma State. Just a little bit of run here, a little bit of run there. Maybe sprinkle a pass here or there if you need, but they're just going to pretty much milk the clock for as much as they can.
All right, got 2nd down and 6, right at the 38-yard line of Michigan. Pistol formation, 3 receivers and a tight end. The outside guy goes in motion to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff, looking to get the edge. Gets a great block. Gets the 1st down. Down the sidelines to the 20. Cuts it in. Runs over a DB. Gets down to the 14-yard line. Dominic Richardson, 24 yards on that. His first carry of the game. Wow.
Yeah.
Ran that dude over like a speed bump.
Somebody might have to bring the defibrillator out for homeboy because he just got flatline.
All right. 1st and 10 down to the 14-yard line. Pistol formation again. Tight end, a little offset to the right. So trying to draw him offside. Rice fake, looks, throws, out route, caught at the first down mark. John Paul Richardson, 11-yard gains, going to bring up first and goal at the 3.
And that's the Pope.
Knocking on the door again.
They're knocking. You can hear them thundering up the damn stairs. You can hear them before they started even walking up to your door.
All right. 3 receivers. Again, the tight end offset. He's going to go motion to the left. Handoff straight up the middle. Walks right into the end zone. Dominic Richardson, 3-yard touchdown run. It's going to make it after the extra point, a 28-point lead. 4:49 left. This was a very close game, and they started picking balls off, and it's really turned on its head.
Yeah, that's the way these games happen, man. Sometimes it just takes a couple picks, a couple turnovers, and they really can change the game completely, you know?
And then you start putting 5 and 6 guys back in coverage and waiting to lurk to try and get a pass. And, they got to throw because they don't have enough time to run. And, That reminds me of last week's game I had.
Well, it's one of those things, once you're down by a few touchdowns, like you said, you don't have much time to really work with. So you got to kind of start pushing the ball down the field, and sometimes, that leads to more turnovers.
You see Desmond Howard Jr. with a nice kick return there, 28 yards, 38 yards, whatever that was. He might be something to keep your eye on later. Had some good blocking. If he could have hit a hole a little bit quicker, he might have had a longer run on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll make his daddy proud.
Are we stuck?
Uh-oh.
Don't be stuck. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, trips to the right, one to the left. Edwards goes in motion, out to the left, far left by the sideline. McCarthy drops, looks, throws, got a man open right at the 46. Step back, tries to rip it out. He's going to get the first down. Darius Clemens, 25 yards. Nice play. Got a little fancy, almost got it ripped out. Got the first down, though.
McCarthy probably with his best pass of the day right there. Maybe something to build on next week, but that was probably his best pass.
All right, coming back out again with that tight trips to the right. Anthony far to the left. McCarthy looking, throws to the middle. Missed his guy. Very tight coverage on that play by Session.
Yeah.
And, almost forced his 6th interception on that play.
Square on the left was so butt naked wide. He was stripping up and down the field asking for it.
All right, coming out spread, 4 receiver set. McCarthy looking, drops, looks, pressure, gets him, and he's down right in his face, and down he goes for a loss of 8 on the play.
And that's the worst kind of pressure you can get, right up the middle, straight in your face. You almost have no time to react. I know the dudes are a little slower up the middle, but, when they're already in your face, they're sitting in your lap, it's kind of hard to do anything.
He had nowhere to go, too, because both of his tackles were way back behind him. The rush took him back, so he couldn't bail either way. He just had to stand there and take it. All right, 3rd and 18, just under 4 minutes left. McCarthy, again, pressure up the middle, and he's going to go down again, this time for a 10-yard loss. He's going to bring up a 4th and 29. Wow, 2 sacks right in his face.
Yeah, that's tough, man. This Oklahoma State defense has looked absolutely insane all day, though.
Yeah, they went from picking passes off now to bringing the heat right up in his face. Michigan's just going to punt the ball. At this point, down 4 scores, no need to go for it. Here comes Oklahoma State, trying to set up a return. Gets to the outside, jukes by 1 or 2 guys, spins through 2, falls down. Jaden Nixon, 23 yards. And they'll have the ball again with 3:19 left at their own 37.
Yeah. If you're Oklahoma State, everything you did today, second half, truly worked out for you. Something to look forward to throughout the season. You've got a matchup with Iowa next week. I mean, that should be a good game. But Michigan, you just kind of look, see what you need to build on, kind of look at the players that you felt like stood out to you a little bit. That guy just completely decapitated that man, dead lord. But
Richardson, man, a strong run. He's just right up the middle and just lifted a DB off his feet and threw him to the ground.
But I will say Michigan next week going against Wisconsin. It looks like they are home once again, but they are playing the Wisconsin Badgers, and that is not an easy matchup. So we'll have to see how Michigan can bounce back next week.
All right, Oklahoma State comes out, trips to the left. Looks like we got a new quarterback in there. Handoff up the middle. It's going to get wrapped up and dropped. Nixon lost 3 on the play. Remember, we got second down and 13s. We're under 3 minutes left.
Yeah, at this point, they're just going to pretty much run the clock out. Going to run it, pound it, and get on the bus and go celebrate.
And look and see who that is. That's freshman Adam Shelton at quarterback. Brought him in to save Rice's legs. Here's the handoff straight up the middle. Drags down. Shed one defender and gets dragged down right on the 46-yard line, 45. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. I had to look up Rice. Dude's got 88 speed at quarterback. Holy shit.
Was he a senior?
Yeah, he's a JUCO junior, I think.
God.
All right, 3rd down and 4 to close in on 2 minutes left in the game. Oklahoma State up 38-10. You joined this game late. This was a great game in the first quarter and first half. And he's going to
Good Lord.
run away from stop, throw up the sideline.
He
Missed the tackle down the sideline, dives to the 5-yard line. Blaine Green, 41 yards. What a play with his legs on that one.
Bro, who the fuck is that guy? Man, think he little Johnny Manziel out there.
Shelton out there, yeah. He's a true freshman. All right, 1st and goal at the 5, under 2 minutes left. Fake, rolls, looks, runs, got room, and tosses it towards the end zone. Razy gets hit. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 2nd down and goal, minute 38 left.
Yeah, freshman looked electric on that last play. This play, he got his welcome to the league moment. Homie put a licking on him right there.
He was just waiting for somebody in the back of the end zone to break open and hit him. Do that little Mahomes flip pass over the defenders. Now we got trips to the left. Slot guy goes in motion. Here's the fake counter. Back up the middle. Walks into the end zone. Jaden Nixon, 5-yard touchdown. And extra point away from this being 45-10 with 1:35 left.
And once again, Jaden Nixon, just dynamic, able to move the ball, move the chains. This offense is just pushing people around.
Oh, he wiped out the kicker on the extra point. Still goes through, and it's good. Michigan taking it out on the poor kicker. They're not real players anyway, though, right? So get the kickoff here. What's amazing is Michigan's defensive line is so good, and they are just getting holes open on them right up the middle for runs. There's a squib kick. Tight end Bredesen picks it up, gets to the 40, and dragged down there, and that's where Michigan will start with 1:32 left in the game.
At this point, you just shake off the score. You make this drive a touchdown drive. This is a victory drive for you right here in your own personal way. See what you can work on, see what works, That's the way I see it at this point.
And Edwards dropped down right at the 40-yard line, no gain. Looked like he had a little bit of room there, and it shut down pretty quick. So 2nd down and 10. We wind our way down to 1 minute left in the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of approach Michigan takes right here.
You can see Edwards has 6.3 yards per carry. He's got 73 yards. He's been doing a really good job running, especially up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
There's another run. Big hole. Spins inside. Bounces off a guy. Finally gets brought down. Gain of 4 in the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 6 as they call no huddle.
But even right there, it looks like he's not going to get anything. Still picks up 4.
Actually, I looked at the cue on the screen to call no huddle. He didn't call it. 3rd and 6. We wind right down to 45 seconds. They come out. 2 receivers to the left. Tight end offset. Fake. Nope. Shea takes it as the fullback. Trips, stumbles, fumbles, runs forward. Now he's finally down right across midfield. It's going to be a first down on the play. 36 seconds left.
Yeah.
Just trying other stuff in his playbook, see what it can get going. Try not to get a 6-pack from McCarthy on picks too, right? Here's another handoff. Shea, big block right at the middle. Ooh, safety knocks him down. Picks up 7 on the play. Looks like he's hurt.
Down.
He is. It's one of those where you get hit so hard you can't breathe, and so you can't move because you can't breathe. Oh, man, I've been watching that quarterback show on Netflix and listening to Kirk Cousins try to breathe after he's been hit a few times.
Oh, dude.
Edwards up the middle, huge hole. Gets all the way down to the 30. That's another first down as he's closing in on 100 yards rushing. Yeah, if you haven't seen that series, I highly recommend it. It's very good.
What's it called? I haven't seen it.
It's called Quarterback. It's executive
Quarterback.
producer is Peyton Manning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Got Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. Very good.
Nice.
And that's going to be into the games. Time runs out. Oklahoma State, very convincing 35-point win. Mostly from a great secondary and a quarterback who made a statement in the league in this first game. So let's get the winner and coach, Danny, in here. Danny, got your mic muted. There you go. Well, Coach, what do you think of your new quarterback? Let's see if we got him. He's trying to get his microphone set here. I can't hear him.
Still muted.
Hold on.
Well, either way, the first thing that sticks out to me, Vaughn, is at 295 rushing yards.
There you go. Try that again. You there, Danny? Still showing him muted.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
So my question was, what do you think of your new quarterback?
I hear you guys.
You can't hear us now.
Oh, hell. And just interview fam real quick. Is that what you said?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go, fam. Let's see if Danny gets his microphone thing straightened out. We'll go to fam.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Thanks for calling today's game.
No problem, fam.
Yep.
His mic is muted too.
Yeah, shows that it's muted on my end.
Yeah, he's muted in Discord. Yeah.
No, not fam. I can hear fam.
I can't hear
You
him.
muted fam because you said he
Hold on.
he had back audio. I
Can
hear
you hear me
fam.
now?
Yeah, I
How
hear
about
you.
now? Can you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I
There
had
we
like
go.
all my wires crossed.
All right, Danny. So for the third time, what do you think of your new quarterback?
I mean, he's good. We played with him last year. He's gotten a little bit better. Obviously, his footwork and stuff, his running ability. As you can see, his deep ball is not anywhere near where we want it to be. But he's a baller, man, and he's about the same running style that Spencer Sanders was. So we're kind of happy to have him.
And that secondary, nothing new there. I've seen that in action before against me, against others. So you got to be happy with how they clamp down, especially in the second half.
Yeah, it's Kendall Daniels. Last year he probably had the most drops in the entire NCAA. The year before that he had the most interceptions. So hopefully he's on pace to keep his interception rate up. Right, he had 2 this game. Our DBs are doing pretty good. They're getting better. They're a little bit faster. They're nowhere near as fast as the talent that we have around the league, but they're getting there, and they played really really well today.
Hey, Revamp, you got something for Danny?
I mean, your defense definitely stepped it up. Probably the best I've seen them play in a while. I mean, looks like you got a lot of weapons out there. I'd say the one thing though that really stuck out is 295 rushing yards. Was your whole game plan coming in was just kind of read option, or what was the whole game plan coming into the game?
There was a couple games last year where we had the number 1 rushing offense coming in, and we kind of got like really pass happy, and we want to throw the ball, dink and dunk it here. But
Yeah.
it's, I mean, if the O line's looking good and we're kind of flowing with a pace, we kind of got to take it what we can give. The design quarterback run is looking good.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it pretty much excel against Coach Russo that game, and kind of started opening up. But I pretty much just brought the playbook that we had with Spencer Sanders now with Stephen Rice. So we're kind of going back to that offense. So yeah, I mean that's kind of the game plan. I mean, if we can run the ball, we can kind of control the tempo.
No, exactly. You can control the tempo. Indeed, you say Spencer Sanders too many times, you're gonna scare a couple people off, including myself. That man should have been Heisman that season, got robbed out of it. But if Rice does anything remotely close to him, it's going to be a very long season for the rest of us. It's going to be a great season for you. Your defense is looking great, and good luck on the rest of the season, man.
I appreciate it, guys. Fam, appreciate you scheduling the game and everything swiftly, man. JT, thank you for coming in and producing it. I know you had some stuff to do, so thank you guys. And you guys brought commentating. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Hey, good game, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Pimp.
All right, let's bring in Fam now. See, all right, I don't have you muted on my end. I think it was when the game sound was coming in, so I just muted it so I wouldn't hear it come through because it was distracting. So that's why I couldn't hear you. Sorry about that.
All good. All good.
So, talk about McCarthy because he was a little bit off today, and that kind of killed a couple of your drives and led to some of your interceptions.
Yeah, I think he was just struggling. I think the pressure got to him. Yeah, definitely. The weapons are a little different this year compared to last year, but we got to adjust. And there were some openings, but I think Danny just did a good job of just using some of the the pursuit to the ball while it was in the air, and with the mix of the talent on the defensive side of the secondary. So overall, just great execution, and definitely a very very fast secondary that Oklahoma State's got over there.
Now, Donovan Edwards is not as fast as Quorum was last year, but the dude is strong. We were talking about that during the game, how he just doesn't go down right away, and he was, hammering runs up the middle. So, might be a little bit different than what you're used to, but the guy is highly effective. So you got to be happy with what he did in his first game.
Yeah, very effective, very north and south kind of runner. Quorum was a little bit of mix of everything, but we got Stokes kind of going side to side. Definitely, this is one of those things where I think we just got to feed him the ball more. Offensively, we kind of got away from our run game, and I think once Danny scored that first touchdown, we felt a little impatient. So definitely kind of got to us. So I think it definitely affected us for the remainder of the game, just to try to play catch up.
And since you don't have your big guy on the outside receiving again, I've drawn a blank on his name at the moment. Sorry, but Walker showed up.
Roman?
Yeah, Roman. Walker showed up in the second half, though. He had like 60-something yards on one drive. So you got to be happy that he kind of stepped up and gave you an option to go to, and maybe he's your guy going forward.
Yeah, definitely looking for that go-to option at receiver. Definitely not the fastest group of guys. Like I think the fastest dude is like an 89. So we definitely gotta utilize our strength, and whatever's open, we just gotta hit it right. It's definitely the margin of opportunity to make a big play is definitely less compared to the past few seasons with Roman. But we just gotta utilize our strengths and just take it week by week going forward.
Maybe Revamp, you got something for Fam?
You pretty much nailed all the the questions throughout the game. I don't want to hold you too long. Pretty much so, Pimp. It's still early in the season. It is a non-conference game, so obviously you don't want to lose. But hey, if you're gonna lose any of them, these are the ones to lose. Nosic is one hell of a player at that as well.
Yep.
Next week, Pimp, you got another big matchup.
Mm-hmm.
You got any adjustments you think you need to make for that game?
Yeah, I think just offensively, we just gotta trust our reads a little better. I think we were late on a few reads. That's probably why Oklahoma State made great plays. But overall, yeah, definitely just got to learn from our mistakes and just try to control the ball a little better. And Brusso's definitely no easy opponent, so we definitely got to bring our game to the next level next week.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. He's one hell of an opponent, but so are you, Pimp. I mean, keep your head up. You're a nasty pimp on the sticks, and I know by the end of the season you'll be right in the race for conference championship once again. So, good game, Pimp.
Yeah, appreciate you guys.
And fam, we know you don't have a lot of time. You got to run, so I won't keep you any longer. We have a couple more games this week to go. Head-to-head user games. Waiting, trying to get to the schedule real quick here, and it doesn't want to load. So, yeah. Okay, so we're looking Sunday, Monday for these next two games. Again, one of them, George has to get back in town because he's on the vacation somewhere. So, anyway, stay tuned. We'll let you know when we're gonna have those next two games, and we got a raid set up. Get somebody to go to. Yeah, anybody will work for me.
Yeah, it don't matter to me, but thank y'all pimps that stopped by. I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all had a great night and enjoyed the game. Come back for the next ones.
And looks like we're going to go to Chris the Key. So we will see you guys over there. You guys take care and watch your notifications for the next game in the NWO.